Sweet.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Starkside. While you're here, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. So today we'll be talking about the Marvel Legends The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's Mantis. So here we have Mantis in the windowless packaging for Marvel Legends. So at the front here we get the movie logo for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. At the top, we get this nice image of the team logo itself. At this side, we get an image of the Cosmo Build-A-Figure and a list of the figures for this wave. At this side, we get this nice artwork of Palm Clementiev as Mantis. And at the back, we get this digital render of the figure. And that's that. Alright, let's get Mantis out of the packaging.
Sweet. Sweet.
So here we have Mantis. So this review might contain spoilers for the movie, so spoiler warning for those who haven't seen the movie. But if you haven't seen the movie yet, what are you waiting for? Anyway, so this figure does not come with any accessories besides the Build-A-Figure piece, and that's already a bit disappointing. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look at Mantis. So starting with the head sculpt, I think this looks really good. I think this piece here captures the likeness of Palm Clementiev as Mantis. I didn't have the chance to get the previous Mantis Build-A-Figure piece, so I'm really glad I have this new one here, which I think looks so fantastic. I especially like the green highlights that we get in the hair sculpt here. I think it looks awesome. Though I do wish it continued all the way to the back. We also get her antenna here, and you do have to be careful with these since the plastic here doesn't really feel that durable, so it might break off if you move it around a lot. Moving on, I think the rest of the figure looks fantastic. So like what I said in my previous Star-Lord review, the movie finally gives us their uniforms, which was very exciting because they're not just a bunch of misfits anymore, but an actual real united team, you know. But unlike with the Star-Lord figure, I think this entire piece here is a new sculpt. So we get pinless elbows here, pinless knees, as well as double jointed elbows for female figure, so that's great. And looking closely at the suit here, I like this shade of blue that they used. It's a bit more vibrant than what we see in the movie, which doesn't really bother me that much. We also get a lot of sculpted details on the uniform here. So we get this lining here, and we also get the Guardians logo here. So this is sculpted nicely. It is a bit weird though, because the logo on Star-Lord's has these holes in the middle that are not painted with gold, whereas here the entire logo has gold painted all over it. It's not that bad, you know, it doesn't really bother me that much, but it's just something I want to point out. We also get this nice belt here, which has some really good gray paint apps, and you can also move it around, so that's nice. The legs also look good, so the paint apps on this figure seem to be done really well. Boots also look good, nice sculpted details here, nice solid black as well, really cool. So overall, I think the sculpt and paint apps on this figure are fantastic. Now let's go over the articulation for this figure. So the neck articulation is actually hindered and limited by the hair sculpt. So Mantis can look up only that far and not so much downwards. Her head does rotate, and we do get a bit of neck pivot there. Her arms move upward that far, so that's greater than 90 degrees. That's great. But she can't move them down all the way, so that's a bit of a bummer. Her shoulders do rotate 360. We get bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows. Her wrists do rotate and move up and down. She has a diaphragm pivot that allows her to move sideways, bend forward, backwards, and rotate side to side. Her legs can kick forward only that far, so I do wish it can move up a bit more and not so much backwards. Her hips move outward that far, so that looks good. She has an upper thigh cut, pinless double jointed knees, boot rotation, so that's awesome. Her ankles move up and down, and she has ankle pivot as well. Now for some figure comparisons, here's Mantis next to her half-brother, Star-Lord. And I think they look good side by side. Like I said, these uniforms look really good, especially if you put them all together. So I'm really hoping to get all the other Guardians figures soon, especially Rocket. And here's Mantis next to some other Guardians figures that I have. So we have the Volume 2 Gamora and the Hasbro Basic Rocket and Teenage Groot. And I'm actually on the hunt for the Volume 3 Rocket, Groot, and Drax. I already have Nebula, which arrived almost the same time as Mantis, so I will do a review on that one next. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3's Mantis. So this figure has awesome sculpt, awesome paint apps, and good articulation. And while I think this figure is awesome, I think the absence of accessories was really disappointing. But regardless, so this is another chance to get a Mantis figure, especially for those of you who missed out on the previous Build-A-Figure one. So yeah, I like this figure. And if you're wondering where I got this figure, so I got this figure from CrimsonStar Collectibles. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure. Let me know what you think of my review. Please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, I do appreciate it if you support the channel by hitting that like button. And if you still haven't, please hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell. You can also follow me on social media, links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.